Welcome to you all, dear students. In this session, we will be recapitulating our discussion that we had previously on the lesson The Wolf by Farooq Sarwar. This lesson is prescribed for first semester B.Sc by Bengaluru North University. This is Alice Cherian, Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Kerpuram. Dear students, let us have a brief, discussion on what we have discussed in our previous class. So the lesson, the wolf, as we discussed earlier, is an allegory which speaks, which speaks about the concept of fear or being haunted or not taking risk of going into new places or coming out of comfort zone. These are certain aspects which are dealt in this lesson. It also mainly focuses on telling us that courage is not the absence of fear, but it is triumph over it. Okay, so the story starts like this: our narrator takes shelter on a tree, okay, to protect himself from the vicious wolf which is trying to devour him, right? Which is trying to shred him into pieces. And then he finds that the tree is a magical tree. It provides all his comforts, right? If he wants bed, it is there. If he wants a TV, if he wants delicious food, everything is available. And he's very, he's provided everything that he desires on the tree. All the comforts are there. But he finds out that he is not happy, or we understand that he is not happy because he does not have freedom. You see, his life is limited to stay on his stay on the tree. So one day, as he is worried, he also finds another man like him who is worried and afraid, and he takes refuge in the tree. Right? He is also, afraid of a wolf which is waiting below the tree to devour him, to attack him. So each of them, are running away from their respective wolves. It's very strange to note that the companion's wolf doesn't bother the narrator, and the narrator's wolf doesn't bother the companion. And on one fine day, after going through a lot of traumatic experience, nightmares, sleepless nights, exhaustion, fatigue, they decide that it's too much. Let us take a jump. Let us close our eyes and take a jump, and let us fight our wolves. But unfortunately, the companion takes a jump, but our writer, remains on the tree. However, the companion who jumps down is attacked by his wolf, and we are surprised to find that the companion very easily defeats the wolf and kills it. Okay, but the sad part is the narrator remains on the tree, tormented by the fear of the wolf, and this torment increases. Eventually, he grows very, desperate. He starts seeing that the trees. He starts imagining that the tree is growing smaller and the wolf is growing bigger, and he accepts his death, and he feels that death is very imminent, and he starts saying goodbye to everything around him. So in a almost in a desperate state of giving up, he gathers some courage and jumps down. Definitely, the wolf attacks him, but before it could kill him, he strikes him with a small and delicate twig from the tree. The wolf tumbles down on the ground and dies right before him. And he breaks into laughter looking at this, that he was so much afraid of this fragile wolf, which he could kill so easily. And then he's surprised, he's amazed to see there are innumerable trees around him, and each tree is occupied by one person like him who is running away from their own wolves or his own wolf. So he goes on to encourage these people to come down and see that the wolf is not at all as dreadful as they imagine to be, and how easy it is for one to overcome this wolf. So, in this whole lesson, which is an allegory or a story, giving us, which can be interpreted at different levels, that how every individual is having their own fear. And if you see an individual who is courageous and brave, it does not mean that he absolutely has no fear or there is absence of fear in him. No, it's human to be fearful, or it's human to have fear. However, the lesson teaches us or can be interpreted in this way, that though we have fear, the main aspect is to overcome this fear, to be triumphant, to face our challenges. You see, there are many encouragements around us. For example, you see the companion, he encourages the narrator to come down from the tree and face his wolf. So, similarly, even when we are facing these challenges, we do have encouragement. We just need to look around, right? And once we are triumphant, once we conquer our fear, we need to go around and encourage others who are facing similar kinds of fears. So, this is an allegory which can be interpreted at different levels, which have with which has different meanings. But the main crux of this allegory or this story is that fear is imaginary and it should be conquered, or it can be conquered. And also, on the darker side, it shows how fear can have great impact on our mental health and our physical health, right? So this story of a man taking protection on the tree, also shows that how every individual takes or hides behind certain things in their life to protect themselves from what they fear. Okay, though they may be comfortable there, it is better to come out and face the fear and have the freedom, taste the fruit of freedom, and realize your life's potential to the utmost. So, dear students, this is what the lesson teaches us. It's a very simple lesson uh, with a small story which has different levels, which can be interpreted at different levels. The main theme being how we can overcome our fear. And to be courageous is not absence of fear, but to overcome fear. Thank you. Thank you for watching this session.